Hi everybody, it's Fresh Catch Friday with Cass and Lorain. Cass is here and I'm here. It's Siren Records in Monterey, and we're here to give you just a few of this week's new releases that are out of the box and in front of us, and we're able to talk about. And as always, we start with our picks of the week, and our boy Cass here is always the one to kick it off for us. So what's good?
Yes, okay. This week I have these two new Sigur Rós albums, Sigur Rós, Variations on Darkness and 22 Degrees Lunar Halo. These are two pieces that were supposed to be released on Record Store Day, but they got delayed for some reason, so they're out now. And it's both new material. The first one right here is an orchestrated, they're both very orchestrated versions of, this is an orchestrated version of their entire 20 plus year career of music. And they kind of, just chop and screw like all different bits and bobs of songs throughout the whole 20-year period, and they just kind of add this very beautiful, lush sort of like string instrumentation to it. It's very ambient, it's very, very chill, a little classical inspired too, I'd say. And of course Jonesy still does some vocals here and there, but it's mostly instrumental, so it's pretty interesting. And this is also the same sort of sound, but it's actually a movie soundtrack. And I'm not too familiar with the movie, and I guess there was a dance arrangement too that was paired with both of these. It was like a performance art thing in Iceland or something, so that's thus why the covers are very interesting. So if you're a fan of Sigur Rós, if you don't know, they're like a post-rock sort of band. They were around in the late 90s, and they've had a very solid, consistent career of music, and they're still doing it, still doing very great, innovative stuff. So check this out. It sounds pretty interesting. I gave them both a listen. I definitely prefer the one that's like their tracks kind of reworked, because it's kind of interesting to hear these tracks in this very very new light. Definitely can barely recognize them sometimes, but that's in a good way. So check this out. Definitely for the Sigur Rós diehard fans. Now, if you're new to this band, definitely would not recommend these for new fans, but they're still interesting listen. So check out the band if you haven't yet.
How much are those? I'm sorry.
$26.95
Okay,
each.
I like those colors. Now, what's happening here at the back? Why are these out of the sleeves, or like, what is the deal with that? They look strange. Like,
Yeah, no, it's weird. I've never really seen. It looks like they're out of the sleeve, but they're not.
okay. So that's just, there's just a hole in the back of the actual cardboard album
Yes,
sleeve?
yeah, just so you can see
Oh,
the
that's weird.
track list or something.
Okay.
Pretty cool. They're not
I really just
colored.
I love the vibrant color of the both of those though. That's really nice looking.
Yeah, they are beautiful.
Striking even. Okay. So for my pick this week, I am giving you the National I Am Easy to Find on 4AD, and Cass, you hold the deluxe version here while I let people know what's happening here. This is the 8th studio album by the American indie rock band The National, and on nearly every song, Matt Berninger is accompanied by a guest female vocalist, and some of the names on here, well, actually that may be a nod to Leonard Cohen, because Leonard Cohen used to actually use a lot of female vocalists who would step up and add like perspective and commentary, and I think Berninger is like a fan, so I kind of think that that's sort of influenced by Leonard Cohen.
Okay.
Anyway, they have recruited some of the best singers. They've got people like Lisa Hannigan, Mina Tyndall, Kate Stables, Sharon Van Etten, and the Brooklyn Youth Chorus. But the biggest standout for me, of course, was Galen Dorsey, who was Bowie's longtime bassist and backup singer. Bowie always had great background singers,
That's
and
cool.
Galen Dorsey had club hits of her own, super strong female lead, beautiful, and so she like totally, heralds this band's new direction with, I feel like, her vocal like right in the middle of this You Had Your Soul With You. Her voice is so extraordinary, and it's just like a focal point that really brings you around to that they're doing something different, and like that's the opener. So it's like kind of if you're expecting National by numbers, that's not what this is going to be. It's very different, and it's like their most lengthy album to date. It's just clocks in just over an hour, and okay, it's not perfect, And there are times where it drags a little, say 3/4 of the way through. But you know, they're just trying something different, and I always appreciate when bands they're not stagnant.
Especially
and
a band like the National.
Well,
I think that
because
was very
I think
a new direction for them.
he's got that certain vocal style, and you know, some people have never liked it, some people are tired of it, but like by pulling these different female singers into it, and like I said, they're really adding a different perspective. I think it's a brave move. It's great, and I enjoyed this. But I do know that there is that bit where it's a little bit dragging. But I just like the National, so it doesn't bother me. Anyway, to give you a little more, there is a movie that Mike Mills directed and produced that is actually called I'm Easy to Find. You can watch it online. It's like 24 minutes, and it's IamEasyToFind.com, and you can watch the film where on the deluxe version here, the score is included as well as this album. And this one is clear vinyl, the regular version, clear vinyl, $27.95, and the deluxe is like with the film score as well. That one is $55.95. But if that one is on, it's 3 LPs for the deluxe, and there's red, yellow, and gray vinyl in there. Okay, and this one is clear. There's probably a black version too, but I don't even think we brought those in. I think we just did the colored ones. So the film has been shown at various concerts and screenings, and it follows a character that's played from birth to death by Alicia Vikander. She's the star of that Ex Machina, who, you know, okay, so I know, and the Danish Girl. So here's in the press release from Mike Mills. It says, the National gave me the stems for their songs. Some were sketches, some were finished, and encouraged and allowed me to create my own versions of the songs to score the film. The album then features different versions of the same 7 songs on the score and 9 new songs. So that's why you're getting all that stuff in the deluxe, which sometimes refers to the themes, texts, ideas from the film, but are all their own work and a piece of art. So there you go. If Mike Mills is to be believed, here's the National making art for their 8th release, okay, 4AD, and yeah, beautiful stuff. Okay,
wow.
So we have a few other things to show you today. We're not going to like go into any special detail because it's a short list, so we just thought we'll just kind of mouth off as we go through the pile, right?
Yes, actually I guess real quick, might as well mention these now.
Okay.
The Mac DeMarcos didn't get a chance to shoot our video last week as there was a lot going on, and there also wasn't very much out besides this anyways. So this was the last Mac DeMarco album, Here Comes the Cowboy. It's been a very polarizing album amongst the fans. Some people are really digging it, a lot of people aren't liking it all too much. It's definitely continuing the trend of his last album where he's getting a lot more, what's the word, introverted and less of a, you know, upbeat kind of fun guy. He's very depressing now. He's very sad.
I don't know
he's
about
going
that.
through something. I don't know what he's dealing with.
Okay, but there's also like a couple of very surprising tracks on these, the funk ones. You know what I mean?
Some
One
funky ones,
what
yeah.
is some about the choo choo, and it's like totally
it's
tongue in
awful,
cheek.
yeah.
But no, it's like he's really experimenting with funk, and there's a hidden track on this. That's the very last one. I don't believe it's like listed on there, and I forget what it's called off the top of my head. But it is a hidden track at the very end. Also, very much an exploration into funk. It's fun. So I like, again, I just love when people try different things. Now, what I am sick of with the controversy of this and that damn Mitski album, it's like people actually have nothing better to do than to say that Mac was ripping off Mitski's idea because, of course, her big, wonderful album last year of Be the Cowboy, and this is, of course, called Here Comes the Cowboy, and both have a track on it that's called Nobody. Like this could never happen in the world, and we've got to sit around and argue about this, that Mac is like trolling Mitski somehow. It's so stupid I can't even get into
really
it, but anyway,
stupid.
if everybody remembers, you know, Post Malone had that song Sunflower covered by Vampire Weekend, and then I believe Lenny Kravitz has a song called Sunflower. Was anybody like ripping the roof off about that? It's so stupid, just like stop. Anyway.
Yeah, it was a very bizarre coincidence for sure.
But I just can't believe how much time was wasted arguing about that. It was like beyond stupid. So anyway, Mac is doing his thing, and believe it or not, it is possible for two people to have the word cowboy in their album and actually have a song called Nobody that's got nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, the album it's pretty good. There's a few songs in here I definitely think are really great. Like the song Nobody, really good. The song "On the Square" is actually one of my favorite songs he's ever written. So it's not like a total flop of his or anything. There's just a few very odd, a little silly tracks on here.
He's having a moment.
Title track "Here Comes the Cowboy" is a little ridiculous, but if you like Mac a lot and you like who he is, you'll probably love this album no matter what. But anyway, so we got these two colors. This is the indie record store green black swirl vinyl.
That one is beautiful. I love that one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. For some reason, it has the back of the pin on it. Not
How much is that one?
the front. This one's $19.95, and this is the clear one. This one's a little more limited. It's $24.95.
Yeah.
So
I like the other one better, though. I like the look of it better.
I know.
But, it's a personal choice, isn't it? Okay. All right, you ready to talk about some of these here?
No.
Give me that list. I can't do it without it. Takes it away. Oh, we'll just come to the part of our notes that says wing it. Okay. First up, we have Avatar, and this is the King Live in Paris LP. This is $23.95. You know anything about this?
No. Well, I'm not a huge Avatar fan, but I think they're like kind of like metalcore sort of thing. But if you like Avatar, this is probably an essential piece. But
very low-key cover. Not a fan of that cover at all.
yeah, I know, me either. It's on colored vinyl though. Check
All
it
right.
out.
What color's the vinyl? Do we know?
It does not say.
Oh, okay. All right. Hate when they don't tell us the thing. I got a real thing about that, I really
hate it.
I do. Now we have Black Label Society Sonic Brew. This is the 20th anniversary, 2 LPs, $27.95. Now that should be on colored vinyl if it's not.
It is blue, black, and silver vinyl.
There you
That's
go.
pretty
They are
nice.
not blowing life.
Pretty
Okay,
cool.
I like that. All right. Now we have David Bowie. This is the Clareville Groove Demos box set. There's 3 7-inch singles in here for $28.95. I don't know what the thing is, but this is another one. You guys, we've done this before for Record Store Day, but that has a disclaimer on the back that's telling you that these are early demos and they've got pops and clicks and all that kind of stuff. So this is not going to be pristine vinyl that is going to sound like super clear and every little thing. It's not going to be like the Prince album of piano and microphone, because that was like very, very professionally done. These are early demos. Keep that in mind. You're not going to get perfection with these. It's just real raw, early Bowie stuff. So it's cool for that reason, but this again is going to be more for the purists and the collectors. And did I tell you how much that was, or did I not?
I think you did.
$28.95 in case I didn't. Okay. All right, moving on then. Interpol, a Fine Mess EP, and this we listened to this morning. Did you have any thoughts? I thought it was just straight up Interpol. You know what you expect.
I don't think I was there when you guys listened to it. Do you
Oh,
know
okay.
if this is like new material? I don't really know what it is.
Well, I think it is new actually, because I don't know if it's a taster for something coming up. But anyway, I believe it is new. It's $17.95 for that.
Cool.
Okay, now we've got McLars. We have Zombie Dinosaur on blue vinyl. This is $19.95.
Cool.
Toxic Toast Records, nice. Nice.
That's a great name.
It is.
Based in Long Beach. Cool.
Good. Now we have Paul McCartney, and this is Egypt Station, the Explorers Edition. What that means, I don't know, because this has been out for a while. This is 3 LPs for $54.95. But then, back to back, we've got an Egypt Station Explorers Edition Deluxe
Yeah,
3
he's
LP
really
for.
trying to pull as much cash as he can for this goddamn Egypt Station
Well,
album.
but what's the difference between the Deluxe Edition and the
Well, I could tell you.
Explorers? What?
I
Tell
looked
me.
up into it. So basically, the Explorers Edition, it just has 6 unreleased tracks, and it's got some live performances on it.
Oh.
So I guess Explorer would indicate you're exploring the album a bit more, or some nonsense like that. So it's pretty cool. You know, if you really liked Egypt Station, I guess then this is probably something you should absolutely pick up.
Okay.
But it was interesting because there's the Egypt Station regular, and then there's a deluxe of that. And I doubt anybody that got that deluxe edition is probably happy, because now there's a deluxe, and then a deluxe.
But both of them are 3 LPs, so what's the deluxe one?
Okay, so the deluxe of this is just the colored vinyl version, basically.
What color?
Magenta and purple triple vinyl. So
Oh, okay. Well,
pretty cool.
yeah, that is kind of hard, though, on people that, like you said, bought what was supposed to be deluxe 2
There's
LP.
4 different levels you can
Oh
buy
my
of this.
gosh.
album
Yeah, that's
that really
way too
wasn't even
confusing. I don't know what's happening there. I don't like that idea very much. I mean, nothing against Paul McCartney, of course, but
Yeah, I don't.
anyway, that Deluxe Explorers Edition is $65.95. So for $10 more, you get the colored vinyl. The other one is just a straight up Explorers Edition for $54.95.
All right, so
Wow.
McCartney fans.
All right, now we got Minor Poet, The Good News, clear with blue and red vinyl. This is $15.95. That's pretty, and that is.
See, I don't know who it is. Do you know anything about
Who
this?
Minor Poet is? No, I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted to listen to this morning, but I didn't get the chance. This
It's
is
on
like
Sub
some
Pop,
Sub
so
Pop color
and
vinyl
we usually do
cover's
enjoy
beautiful.
our Sub Pop, so I'm imagining it would be worth a listen, and we should explore that for sure.
Yeah, so check that out.
Okay, and then we've got Ramenstein Deutschland
Yes.
7-inch.
I didn't
You didn't
have
bring the
7-inch,
7-inch.
no.
It's in there, but you just didn't.
Did not see that.
Okay. $10.95 for that 7-inch that we can't see, and now we're going to have the 2 LP. $37.95 for this thing, and we did listen to this, and
It's good. I like it a lot.
okay.
If you know Rammstein, they're the classic German electro-industrial powerhouse of a group. They've been doing this for like a long ass time.
They
and
have.
this is, I mean, honestly, it's not really any different than any of their other albums. But it's pretty kick-ass still, you know? I mean, if you like industrial music, you know, like Nine Inch Nails, stuff like that, you know, definitely very similar to that, just in German.
Yeah, well, it might be time to retire now.
Oh, no.
Just saying.
Deutschland is a really good track, though. The first track on
That's
here.
the single,
That's the
actually,
single.
too.
That song is really good, I have
Okay.
to say.
Oh, now am I going to butcher this name or what? This is Vale of Nath? Pnath? Pnath?
Probably
Okay.
some metal
Well, it's
jargon.
P-N-A-T-H, however you say that in whatever language we're speaking here, I don't know. Okay, there's a Cursed LP, and that is $22.95, and then there's Vale of Pnath 2 on colored vinyl for $22.95. Now, do we have any clue what color that vinyl might be?
We do not. It doesn't even have a sticker on it. But I have a feeling
Alright.
these are really good. I don't know who this band is, but it's on Willow Tip Records, one of my favorite metal record labels. So I'm going to check these out.
You got a lot of favorites, you know what I mean?
That's
It's
true.
like...
I like most metal record labels.
Yes,
so.
you do. Well, I wonder what color that is. It's probably some kind of like red splatter or something like that. Okay, now we've got Various, Sad About the Times, and this is 2 LPs, $25.95. What's the story with this here?
Not too sure what it is, but
We're just full of information today.
it's pretty psychedelic. I like the back cover; it's pretty trippy.
It does have a big sticker there that probably gives some kind of info about or insight as to what this is.
Oh, it's just a psychedelic 60s sort of thing.
Oh, so
But very obscure cuts, apparently.
oh, well, that seems like that'd be right up your street then. You should
Yeah,
probably take a
definitely.
listen to that.
Yeah, I like this.
Okay. Now I'm going to let you know some things that we don't have out here. Some of them I can see have sold out already, and some of them are just not out of the box. For example, Acid Mother's Temple and the Melting.
That's coming Monday.
Parasio. Oh, okay. That's going to be 2 LPs. All right. So that's coming Monday. That'll be $36.95. It'll be here. And Share. This is 3614 Jackson Highway expanded version 2 LPs. Now this I know we've sold out of already. $37.95. It was a run out groove, and it's a little pricey because of that.
Oh, that's the
And yeah, what it is, it's a very early Share, like 60s Share, but doing covers. Like there's some like a Bob Dylan cover on there, and I forgot what else. Was listening to it last week, and you know, it's again, it's not going to, if you're like, you know, post disco Cher fan, this is not going to be for you. But if you're a collector, if you're a purist, if you like her voice before it sort of matured more, it's like that. It is kind of girlish, and but you know, Run Out Groove. I don't know exactly how many they made, but it's there for you. And then there's the Heavy, which we did listen to this morning. This is the Suns LP, $22.95, and I really liked that. I thought it was good, but I think that's out the door already too.
Yeah, I think that one hasn't come in yet,
Oh
actually.
no, I thought for sure. I know I saw it, and so I think probably it did sell because I know last week I saw it. We had it before
Oh,
the
okay.
release, and so anyway, it's just gone. But I'm sure more are coming back in. Then we've got the McLars, the Jeff Sessions, 1995.
MCRs, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
he's a
God.
rapper.
Oh, okay. Did I say McLars like McDonald's? Okay, whatever with it. Now, also Oliver Tree. Did we sell out of that one
That
too?
sold out, yeah.
Alien
But
Boy
we should be
EP.
getting more of those and the Share one. So
Yeah, 1795. Okay, and then the Southern Avenue Keep On LP, 1995. Caroline Spence, Mint Condition, 1995. Weezer, the Teal Album, 1995, and Why Don't We, 8 Letters with a digital download for 1995.
All right.
Okay, now it seems like there was something we were supposed to be talking about, Cass, and I don't now remember what it was. We are going to be doing, for the Sacred Bones Horror, we are going to be doing
Oh,
a
that's
Sacred
right.
Bones promotion for an upcoming LP where we're going to have, I guess 50 stores were selected by them. We're going to have this big stand-up cutout with a tree. And whose album is it that it's?
it's Mort Garson's Plantasia album, which has not been out on vinyl for a while, so it's a pretty big deal. A lot of people are pretty excited about the pressing
Yes.
online. So
But the nice thing about this cutout is the albums will be racked out on the front, but there's holes where they want us to kind of encourage our customers to put their faces in the holes of the tree and then put pictures up on our social media. So that should be pretty fun. And I know that, you know, it's going to be like a month-long promotion for this that we're going to be doing. And I know Cass will be, of course, fanning that fire and telling everybody that will listen about his thoughts on Sacred Bones and how great they are as a label.
they're the
So,
best.
okay. And this weekend, are we doing the 12 till 6 hours yet, or are we still on 12 to 4 right now?
still 12 to 4, I think.
Okay.
We are going to start closing at 4 on Thursdays, by the way, if anyone's even watching at
Okay,
this point,
all right.
but
Well, you
according
know,
to Chuck.
summer is our slower season, and we do slow down. So I don't know. I guess it's going to be all supply and demand. But anyway, the weekend is here, and you know, you've got Ashley, you've got Jordan, you've got Eric, and they are, of course, your specialists. You can come in and ask them, and they will sort you out with anything that you need. And anything happening this weekend, Cass? That
No, not too many shows coming up. We were
Not
all
yet.
thinking of going to the Mac show, but it's a little pricey.
it's also sold out. The
Oh.
one at the Catalyst in Santa Cruz is sold out. The other ones, are you know, in Fernwood and that, but you got to camp, and I don't camp, so I'm not interested in that.
me
But
either.
anyway, yeah, hate to miss Mac, but we'll see what happens. I'm sure he goes on the festival circuit, so we'll see if he, you know, swings back through. All the big shows I think they start in June, and then we're like full on for the summer, and looking forward to that because it's just been so dry as far as that kind of stuff goes. But anyway, yes, sorry about missing last week. I think that we'll probably go check out Vinyl Richie's last episode and see what we're missing out on. And, you know, because he'll probably have some deep catalog that he's talking about, and that's always fun. So if you haven't watched him, you really should, because it's Vinyl Richie, and great stuff. He's been very, very kind to Cass and I as far as supporting our channel, so we would like to respond in kind. Yeah, he's very funny as well. So, okay, that wraps us up for this week. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time, and you know, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below. There's a little notification bell next to it that if you hit that, you'll get notified via your email every time we do an upload on Friday. So, okay?
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
See you next
guys
time.
later.